All right, we are now live. Okay, what is up, guys? Welcome here to our stream. The C11914 KvK Heroic Anthem. We found the story initially on Facebook, and we've transgressed into learning a lot more things about this KvK. We have two special guests today. We have Code Me Down and M. Soliman. I'll let them introduce themselves as we get started into this one. We will begin our topic roughly maybe 10 minutes, moving into our stream in here. So we give a little bit of time for people to come over here. I would recommend that Solomon and Code is to look into the chat as well. Open up your YouTube, and then so we can go through what people are asking as well, so that they can, you guys can respond to the questions that they have with what's happening with this KvK, how things happen, the dramas and the accusations. So, basically, this is pretty much platform for you guys to kind of like address the community within the ROK. All right. Hello.
Yep.
Yeah, sounds good, man.
All right. Let's start with Code. Introduce yourself.
Well, I'm the king of 2061. I've been playing the game for more than 4 years now. Yeah, and we are right now in a KvK with, in Heroic Anthem KvK with 4 camps here. And I think you already spoke about it before, like what's going on. So I'll let you ask me questions or whatever you have for me.
Okay. Now, Soliman, I just met you yesterday. So maybe can you tell, I don't think the community, maybe some of the people doesn't know you yet. Would you mind introducing yourself? I know you are part of also a Arabic community. So maybe you can tell us a little bit more about you and your community as well.
Yeah, guys, I'm Soliman. I'm just come to 61. I was leadership in some kingdom, okay, before, and until now, I play the game for 2 years and a half or 3 years now. So yep, we just come here 61 to start something here, with good. So yeah, we're going to have good kingdom here. I hope.
Okay, that's good.
Yep.
So anyway, XD3YU, thank you for being a member here for our channel. So like I said, we'll start in roughly maybe 7 minutes from now, while we wait for a little bit more people to kind of get into the stream, so that they'll have, maybe they have questions in here, and so that they can be ready to listen to what we got in here. So basically, I'll talk a little bit in here, looking into the overview, what's happened, so we can see now that the fire camp is officially kicked out. They're not in the Kingsland anymore. So when I first look into your KvK, you guys were fighting with with fire, and it was 3 versus 1, and basically the dramas that happened. For what I understand from Code's posting on Facebook, it was about the KvK star ultimately, and basically the fire did not want to consider the the DKP system, I believe, if I'm correct. And basically this is how everything transpired in here. And we got some members in here, I believe. Yeah, thank you guys in here for being members. Derek and Boogie, and hello Cutie Pie. And we got Mr. Solomon as well. All right, so let's see how many people are in the stream. So we got 41, so we'll wait 5 more minutes in here, and we will get started into the topic of this drama-filled KvK. Now, drama in KvK is so kind of normal now. It's it's been happening. I think Code, we talked about this, remember? Because of the KvK star, the implementation, right?
Absolutely. It's not just this KvK. There's been multiple KvKs where this happens, and some people just get away with it, and nobody remembers it anymore because the KvK is over, and they just move on.
Yeah. So definitely a lot more. Like it's not just even the KvK star. Like people want the star because it's also the Otark system, right? Like you get more rewards
Yeah.
now.
Yep.
So this is why a lot more betrayals has been happening. And welcome, Peach is here as well. Peach, all right. Hi, Peach. Yeah, I told Peach to come over here and in the stream, and she can ask some questions as well because she was part of this KvK, and then I think she already migrated out of 2804. She left basically. Cutie Pie, what about Uno? So we will have videos for that. Also, if you want to reach out to me, you can contact me on Discord. So let's see who is here today. What server are you guys in? So I did a poll in here. We're getting some votes onto the poll. I want you to take a look into this, Solomon, and as well as Code. You can see on the voting in here, I asked, when should KvK star be determined? So we're getting 25% on pass 7, 43% on pass 8, and then 32% on given to the strongest kingdom. So we will touch this topic also in here because if I'm correct, the biggest main issue of the civil issue within this allegiance that you guys had with fire was mainly due to the KvK star, right?
Yes.
All right, nice. We got Booj. Hello, Booj. All right, nice to see some of the 61s in here as well. Welcome.
He's Boogie.
Boogie. Ah.
Yep.
That sounds like the dance you want to go boogie.
Yep.
Wow, nice. That's interesting. Huh? All right. So we are going to start in roughly 3 minutes in here. Whether or not people are here or not, they will be seeing a recorded version of this as well. But of course, if you guys are here, you guys will have the ability to ask these two guys question. So you can ask them a question on what happened in this KvK. So the floor is open regardless if you are from Fire Camp. As long as you guys are respectful and asking some of the questions in here, we will answer everything that you guys have. So we'll probably run this around roughly maybe I would say 2 to 3 hours of Q&A, basically all that. I'm going to open up the list in here. I'm going to go back into Facebook. I know I saved the post because I always forget which kingdoms participates in this one. I'm going to open this up again. Did they delete your post? Nope. Your post is still here. Okay, good. So to reiterate in here, fire camps consist of 2381, 2539, 2405, 2253. The Earth Camp consists of 1016, 1945, 2327, 2804. The Wind Camp consists of 1648, 1839, 2061, which is Code and Solomon, 2806. Water Camp consists of 1774, 1930, 2142, 2805. All right. So we're going to be referring to that. Somebody just left a comment in here, 2806, which is that part of your KvK? No, it is Wind Camp. Okay. So it says 2806 Star Greedy, third KvK in a row to change allies. And all 3 KvK, they made sure to get the star. All right. We can answer that in a little bit in here. So we got 1 minute. I think we can get started in here. So I want you guys to discuss in here on how things started from the beginning. Let's go from the beginning to the mid and then to the late, and then we're gonna go answer some of the questions in here. All right.
If you want, I can start from the beginning.
Okay.
So right after the loss, like right after when pre-KvK started, everybody knew which kingdoms are in the same Lost Kingdom, right? Because it shows you the scores and the kingdoms going up by killing the Marauder, right? So once that happened, people figured out which kingdoms are in which camp, and automatically 1648 was in our camp. They had a prior connection with 2381. Like they were discussing a few weeks before that, hey, in this heroic anthem, if we enter this heroic anthem KvK, there's a high chance that we might be in the same map. So they had a prior discussion about this, right?
Okay.
So that's one of the reasons that 1648 at the beginning was the coalition leader, because they knew all the stuff, right? And 2381 they didn't sign up for the other KvK because 1960 was entering that KvK. So to dodge them, they entered the HAKvK, and so we are now in the same map. But the funny thing is, these are the things that I didn't know before. So 2142, which is in Water Camp, they had a KvK together with 2381 in the same map, and in that map, 2142 was with 1960, and 2381 was with the other kingdoms, right? So in that KvK, 2381 lost. So they lost, but 2142 and them had some
beef
clash with beef. They had some beef, and it was so long lasting that it carried on to this KvK when the Lost Kingdom chat opened, right? And it was so bad that when the diplomacy chat started, there was exchanges of words. I don't want to say the words, but exchanges of words, and it was clear to us that Fire didn't want to ally with them. So now Fire had to choose between Earth and us, right? And for Fire, they told us that the reason they chose Wind over Earth is because of 2061's reputation over the past few KvKs, and also the fact because 1648 made contacts prior to the KvK, right? As I told you before. So that's one of the reason the alignment is like a cross section allies, right? Which never usually happens, right? Usually it's like water and wind, or like water, fire and water, and then it's like the two other side, right? So that's one of the reason how the allies and everything started. Then we go in the diplomacy phase, right? Where the group chats are created. So 2381 creates the server, Discord server. So this server, I'll talk about it again, because this is something that happened at the end. Like, they deleted the server and they were saying that we are the one that deleted, but diplomacy was started by them. Like, they made the server. They added
they're the owner.
Kingdoms. They're the owner of the server. Yeah, Hermoy made the server.
They're
the king of 20.
Yeah, so they should be the only one who can delete this if they're the owner of the server. Okay.
Exactly.
Now, one thing that I will say, not just from your source of information as of today, I believe I spoke to Peach as well before. When I got to know about more of this KvK. It is true that there were a lot of beef going on in the diplomacy in here, all right? Because she's also part of the 2804 leadership. But okay, go ahead. So what you're saying to me is aligning to what I've learned outside of me and you talking. Basically, what I'm saying.
Yeah. So in this KvK, 42 and 2142 from Water Camp and 2381 from Fire is never gonna work together. Like, just so you know, right?
Yeah. Okay.
And once we entered KvK, we have a lot of Arabic community in the kingdom. We have at least 35% Arabic players.
Okay.
Those people have exchanges of words with 1774. That's also an Arabic kingdom in Water Camp.
Okay.
So, as 1774 they claimed in the Lost Kingdom chat, and even in the stream, they have a streamer over there, Boisa. They claim they are the 60 GT version in this KvK.
Wow. Okay.
Arab players. So upon hearing this, our players were like, okay, we need to fight with them. Like, we need to fight them.
Okay.
100%.
Challenge.
So that's like, it's like a challenge they put out there. And the other funny reason that the other streamer shared that, hey, they were asking him, hey, why didn't you wake up during the diplomacy hours? Like, you were offline. He's like, oh, we are so strong. We don't need to do any kind of diplomacy with anybody. We're just gonna decide where to go, and we're just gonna win that zone.
Okay.
That's what he said on his stream, right? So, and these things, when they're being said, they come around. People share, people talk, and it becomes a big thing, right? So that's how the initial diplomacy started, and now you know that why Fire and Wind was allies. And when we did the diplomacy, we were all discussing how we're gonna do our data. Every kingdom was saying, hey, we use ROK board. Some of them are saying they use Rise of Stat. Some of them are saying they use Stat Master.
Okay.
So what I offered a solution there. So there's this thing going out there right now. Like, Statmaster, they can scan all the kingdoms that are in the KvK, and they
Yes.
can make a web-based platform. And
Mm-hmm.
in that web-based platform, each camp and kingdoms will be there, and their data would be there in a pass-by-pass war situation, right? So each kingdom paid $35 to Statmaster, and everybody agreed at that time that we will use Statmaster as a software of choice.
Okay.
And while we're having the discussion, 1648 brought up the discussion for
Okay.
how you guys do end rewards and stuff.
Okay.
Then
That's win camp.
2539
Okay.
win cap, yeah. So then 2539 replied there.
Okay.
For wars and stuff, we use kills and deads for end ziggurat rewards. And for this, I have a screenshot for this. What I just said, right?
So can you reiterate that? So 1648 wanted to do the Statmaster, right?
Yeah, so we all agreed for Statmaster because
Okay.
Statmaster is the third party that will keep all our data.
Uh-huh.
They will release the data based on the past war, and because Statmaster has the data, nobody can alter the data or modify the data, right?
Okay, good.
Because he's in charge, a third party. So there's going to be nobody doing any kind of data altering or editing, right?
There's no
And
manipulation.
everybody agreed on that.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. So that's why we prefer a third party that everybody uses, and all the kingdoms from Wind and Fire, they paid $35 each to Statmaster.
Ooh.
And then Statmaster would count the data pass by pass. And honestly, it's way cheaper than ROK board because you have to pay $200 for the whole KvK, and Statmaster is only $35, right?
So $35 total. So you guys all chip in to make $35. I never used it because I'm not in leadership.
It's $35 per kingdom. $35
okay.
per kingdom. So,
all right.
So it's like 35 into 7, whatever the amount comes, right?
Okay. Now
I think it's around 240.
Now let me stop you real quick because I think this is also important before we move forward. Peach mentioned in here that she said she was there in the diplomacy. Can you verify that?
She talked about the first diplomacy with camp, like the first diplomacy with the camp, like all the camps in the first. She didn't be with fire camp, So she talked about the first chat. Yeah, the owner of this chat was 1648.
Okay.
We could not talking bitchy about this server. We talk good about the server between us and fire.
Okay.
So yep, this misunderstanding. Yep.
All right. So basically, there's two servers. One was made with everybody, I assume, with all the kingdoms and all the camps, and that's where Peach is involved. And then secondly, I just want to explain further so people will have a clarity in here. The second thing, what happened is that Fire and Wind have their own diplomacy server, which is owned by Fire, which is not including Earth and Water.
Yep. So yeah, we was aligned this time. So for sure, we're going to have own server. So we can talk about the plans and everything.
Okay, good. And want to shout out here. Thank you guys for dropping some super chat here. We got Bot Medium Thomas and Bot Medium and Boogie.
Yep.
All right. So let's continue on.
So yeah, I mean that's how the initial diplomacy started, and as I was talking about the stats and stuff, every kingdom is openly chatting there. The 7 kingdoms are there, so each kingdom has I think 3 people there from the diplomacy team, right? So we also have 3 people. Everybody chatting. 1648, the guy wrote how you guys discuss the end reward, and then the 2539 leader, he or she said, we do the end reward based on kills and deads, and then other like 2806 they put thumbs up, and we put thumbs up, and then 2381, one of the other leader, Luffy, he said, I agree with the software of choice, but end reward shouldn't be. But end reward shouldn't be discussed right now, and I agree with that. Like we don't want to discuss who the end reward is going to go to, but at least we all agreed that the software is Statmaster and the end reward is based on the data. Right?
Now, when this was said, what situation are you in? What zone are you in at this moment?
At this moment, I don't think we are even in the Lost Kingdom map.
Not yet. Okay, so you guys are agreeing what medium you're going to be using, and what system you guys are going to be using, like for when you guys get into KvK and Okay, good. All right.
And I just want to let you know, as soon as our diplomacy ended, everything that existed was deleted because they don't want anybody to bring this up and talk again.
Wait. It was deleted before you get into KvK or after you're in KvK?
No, like remember when we had the dispute of who's gonna get the star?
Yeah,
The server was deleted 24 hours after that. That makes sense.
but that was you already in KvK, or not, you're not yet in KvK, right?
No, no, no.
I'm
So I'm
confused.
talking. Okay, no, no, I'm talking to you about the server, like the Discord server where
Yeah,
everything was discussed, right?
yeah. When was it deleted? What status are you in the KvK when it was deleted?
This was before the past 7 war.
Before the past 7 war, it was deleted.
When we couldn't agree to who's gonna get the star, they
Okay.
deleted the server,
Okay.
and also like I said, they were quiet in the chat for 3 to 4 hours.
Okay.
But I mean, this is too far. I will just continue from the back. So, you get the whole idea of what's going on, right?
I got confused. We jumped a little bit in here. And chat, don't forget to hit like onto the stream. It helps the algorithm in here to push to the viewers as well. All right, go ahead.
So then now we are all aligned of what's going to happen in KvK. So during diplomacy, Firecamp suggested that, hey, there's a chance that Earth will focus you guys and water will focus us. After debates and stuff, we agreed that, okay, if Firecamp really believes that Earth will come for us, we're going to fight Earth.
Okay.
So we build towards Earth, and they build towards water. We have a war. We are fighting Earth. By reset, we are already at Fire's gate. We put fortresses, so Fire is kind of close by their gate. They just have fortress burning in the middle of the zone with no flag. So that's that's Earth situation when they fight us in WinCamp, right? So by 23:30 UTC, which is less than 8 hours, we are kind of closing the zone. And then we started building in water zone at the same time. So we had a team of people that were coordinated that we're gonna build and try to fortify at least half of the zone. In case water comes here again, we will be able to handle them, right?
Okay.
So we did that. So we closed Earth and then we came to water. But however, while this was happening, Fire was fighting water camp, and initially Fire got pushed back, but then afterwards Fire had huge numbers and Fire was able to close water, I think, in 24 hours. I wouldn't say by reset. I would say 24 hours, less than 24 hours. They were able to beat water, and they demolished them. Like, they were really strong, and obviously, 2381, like no joke. Like, they're a really strong kingdom. I mean, I'm not gonna lie about it. They have like almost 1 trillion kill point in two alliances. That's really strong. And they also have 2405 with them. That's like a lower A kingdom that has like around 300 billion kill points. So they're a pretty strong kingdom. And they also have 2 younger kingdoms. So, but the fact is, at least they have 4 kingdoms, because, like I was mentioning you before, in WinCamp we have 1 kingdom, which is 1839. The moment they entered diplomacy, they told us that they told us that they messaged Lilith for a recovery KvK, but Lilith put them there. And I don't want to argue with them, because if
it's
you
their
message
choice.
customer support,
I mean, it's their choice. It's their kingdom. Is their choice.
Yeah, so we told them, okay, there is no hard feelings. You guys can stay in the home kingdom and just don't come here and waste our space. So they stayed in home kingdom, and they didn't even participate in any wars.
Okay, good.
But now that we are winning, some of them are coming. So you know how it is. Hey, can we get some chocolate, right? So yeah. So WinCamp, as you know, we have 3 kingdoms in the camp. We beat Earth. After we beat Earth, I mean, I'm not going to say we got drained, no. I mean, maybe we used 20%, we got drained 20%. Okay. But then, after water lost to Fire, water, they came here full force. Everybody.
Yeah.
They came out from 2 gates. They came out from the 2 gates. And when they came out from the 2 gates, the bottom gate had 2 kingdoms. The top gate had 1 kingdom. So, but what they did, they made the people from 4 kingdoms join 3 kingdoms. That makes sense? Like the alliances, right? And they were pushing us. The war lasted 4 days. Okay. And for 4 days, we closed them for 4 days. But what happened while we were trying to close them? We ran out of crystal. Okay. And we couldn't block the mountain. After we thought we closed them, 6 hours later, they come out again, and the war lasts another 2 days. Okay. So we fight them in that zone for 6 days. And the thing is, I mean, we are not Fire Camp. We have 1 kingdom short, and we have nobody here that's Imperium with 1 trillion KP. All of us has to do something to make it work. Even 2806, which is a younger kingdom, and I have to say, they did outstanding. Like if they were not there in that zone with us, and it was some other kingdom, I don't think we could have won with water camp. You know, maybe a lot of people don't think it's true, but it is true. Like their
Now,
people are so dedicated in joining flags and rallies. You know.
okay. I have a
So
question. During this period of time, did the Civil War happen yet with 74 and 42 or not yet?
no, no,
Okay. Okay. So you're
no.
fighting heavy. Okay, good. All
We're
right.
fighting heavy, and remember this: while we're fighting heavy, Lost Kingdom chat is on fire because Lost Kingdom chat, when Water was fighting fire before the
Uh-huh.
war, one of their whales said, "We're gonna go to fire first because if it doesn't work, we can take wind by a snap of the finger. We're
Okay,
gonna take wind back
they
if we want."
underestimated wind. Okay.
And they said that to some of our Arab players and even the English speakers.
Mm-hmm.
And the way it was said was very offensive. And when something is offensive, people are gonna now go crazy and fight.
Yes.
So that was said, and thus you saw we had 6 days of war, and then the war ended.
Okay.
After the war ended, and then we have like now people are gonna go to zone 5 and stuff. But the thing is, remember the war has ended. But every day,
Mm-hmm.
Earth Camp and Water Camp, they try to come out at the same time, and they do this because they know we have 3 kingdoms,
Mm-hmm.
and they know that if they try to come out at the same time, we're gonna have issues on who's gonna go where to defend, right?
Yeah.
And still, we were able to hold, and ultimately, we go to the next zone, and then on the next zone, we have the Altar Wars.
Yep.
After the Altar Wars, and then it was, I think, on the Altar War, what happened is Fire Camp. Fire Camp didn't get any fight. Water and Earth, they don't want to fight. They were not fighting them, right?
Yeah.
But Water Camp and Earth Camp were fighting us. So we had 3 outer fights. On one of the fights, we fought Earth twice, and we fought Water once in the outer fights.
So let
And
me clear. In fire, they're not fighting nobody. You're saying, right?
yeah, I mean, they had little fights, but nobody was contesting in their zone. They were
Okay.
just focusing us. Those 2 kingdoms were just focusing us.
Okay.
So on September 1st, after Water lost the war with us, so what happened is when Water was fighting us in the altar,
Mm-hmm.
it was a personal thing again because they lost the zone for past for war, and now in altar they want to win against us to
Okay.
prove a point, right?
Yep. Makes
Because they
sense.
have 2 Imperium kingdoms. But what happened is during the altar war, 74 didn't join the coalition or something. That I don't know why they
Okay.
didn't join the coalition. So it was 3 kingdoms from Water fighting us, and we demolished them. Like we were putting them at their gate. They wouldn't even come out.
Oh wow. Okay. Good. All right.
So we won the altar war with them. After the altar war was over with them, 6 to 8 hours later, we see a civil war at the Crusader Fortress.
Ooh. Okay. Interesting.
74 and 2142. So some of the people were speculating that, the civil war, how it happened and everything. Like, so I told you my perspective, and I really feel that Water Camp got frustrated that they couldn't beat a weaker kingdom, so they had disputes among each other and they had a war going on. That's what I believe from my perspective on how things happen. But if people have different perspective, they can say something else.
Yeah, I am actually have like I hear some from the Kings there in Water Camp about this, but they always have a problems with 74 since the beginning, because like what could say in the beginning, they didn't join the diplomacy chat at all, and they was sleeping. So as Imperium Kingdom, they didn't show up in the diplomacy chat. It's so hard. Okay, and in same time when they ask this kingdom 74, hi guys, like how many people in your kingdom max tech? You know what is the answer? They say 130 members max tech.
74 saying they have 130 max tech.
Yeah,
Okay. I mean, it's, okay.
Yeah, it's more 60, bro.
I can't
So,
judge. Okay.
Yeah, okay. So people in Water Camp like didn't accept this. Like you are guys like make fun of us, or we want to get some information about what we have. So we're gonna put a plan for this.
Okay.
The first thing you're gonna do in diplomacy, you will know how strong your camp, how many people max tech, how many garrisons you have, how you gonna handle this, how you gonna make the plan.
So okay. Okay, so basically they had some issue there between 42 and 74. And here in the chat, if you're watching, prepare some questions. If you guys have any questions, type it in now, and then we'll ask you guys in a little bit in here. And also, Solomon, make sure to speak a little bit slower so that people can understand. You speak a little bit fast, sorry, buddy.
Oh,
Thomas is saying, Solomon, slower. And guys, don't forget to hit like. We have 23 likes at the moment. Smash that like onto the stream if you appreciate the time for us doing this with Solomon and Code in here. So smack that like button, all right, if you haven't done so. All right, so 74 had some problem with 42. They had civil war. Now at this moment, fire and wind, you guys are still good. Everything is still
everything is good.
The Discord is still intact because you guys are still working together at this moment.
Yep.
All right, so let's walk through what's next. What happened next?
What's next? So you heard September 1st was the civil war, right?
Okay.
On September 2nd, I get a message from Harmoine that hey, I was that we had to talk about some stuff. I'm like, yeah, sure. About what?
Okay.
And,
first of all, before we get started here, before she reached out to you, did the conversation with you and her, because remember we did the video about you guys had a little bit more intimate conversation. Did that start before or after this?
What do you mean, like?
I mean, like when she reached out to you.
Like,
were you guys talking already from the beginning of the KvK? Basically, I'm saying it's like, did you guys?
Yes.
Were you guys already cordial? You guys had good relationship from the beginning.
Yeah. She was chatting with me all in private messages, and I was I think I shared some of the PMs with you. At least 90%.
Okay.
It was her trying to chat with me, and whenever it was something game related, I always wanted to clarify that hey, game related conversation should be in the group chat, not in the private messages. Okay. But then some of the stuff like hey, I want to see you, blah blah blah. Those things happened, and you guys saw the rest. I don't want to bring it up again.
All right. No, well, I want to ask you all this because I want to be fair as well. I'm not, even though you're here in the channel, I'm not here to just side on you as well. So I want to make sure
no, absolutely.
For the fire camp, I'm trying to do as much fair as I can. So if, like I said, if anybody from fire camps want to question them as well, we'll ask you guys, we'll ask him the question. All right, so you guys have been talking already. You guys had some personal conversation. Okay, so now she messaged you. I guess this is coming. You guys are getting closer to past 7 around this time.
Yes.
And she messaged you. Everything is still good at this moment. So what happened then?
Yep. After that, I'm like, okay. And when she said about the call, I thought the call is gonna happen on the diplomacy server because it makes sense to happen there, right?
Okay.
But then she made a group chat. The group chat had Luffy, Harmoine, and Havabi, the 3 people from the kingdom who's in diplomacy.
All right.
And then they told me you should, if you can, come and talk to us. And I'm like, I wrote to them on the group chat, guys, it's gonna be better if all of us talks together, all the kingdoms, to avoid misunderstanding. Okay. I don't want to do this alone. I don't want to go to a call where there's 3 people talking and I'm the only one, right?
I think I saw that conversation. You shared that screenshot. Okay, good.
Yes, okay. I did. So after that, when I told them that wait, give me some time. Let me go talk to our guys. I spoke to Suleiman and Thomas. Thomas is on the stream right now. He's hold my beer. So him and Suleiman, they said, okay, let's go talk to them and see what they want to say, right?
Okay.
Suleiman, you wanna talk about this, like what happened there?
Yeah, you mean about the conversation about when they asked us to talk about? Yep.
That they want to end the war before past 7. That one, yeah.
Yeah, so actually, when Code tell me about this, like I don't understand, like, why we talk about the final roads now, and we have, like, bus 7 gonna open after 3 days, and bus 8 gonna open also soon, So, what we have to talk about there, So, like, most of the KvK, we finish bus 7, we finish bus 8, after we clean or King's Land, we are talking about the roads, and we're talking about what we're gonna get, and who gonna get what. Okay, so that's gonna happen. So they actually say the KvK is already finished, and because like water camp have civil wars there, and earth camp not strong enough to do anything. So yeah, I believe they are right. I'm saying this. We were actually like this war is finished. Like we 100% gonna win. I know this. but we have +7, and we're gonna lose more in this gate. You know,
Mm-hmm.
we're gonna lose more in this war because you know, fire camp, like water and earth, don't want like go against fire camp at all, because you know fire camp is more strong. So when they go against them, they're gonna lose more. So
Speak
what is the
slowly.
good?
Speak slowly. Sorry,
Okay.
they're having a hard time understanding you. I can understand you, but
Okay,
some people
so
are kind of having a hard time. Yeah.
so when they start to like talk about us about this, like, guys, like, we still have war and we're gonna lose in this war.
Uh-huh.
You will not lose anything. Yeah, you're already in fire camp, and if you see the map now, you're gonna see like earth camp put like more than 10 forties, okay, against +7 for fire camp. So they actually like don't want any fight there. So
So you're
where is the fight gonna be? Yeah, that's what I'm saying, you know.
so you're saying the I'm also confused, Chad. So the fire. Wait, hold on, Code. Can you help me here?
Yeah.
So
Yes, I can explain. So
sorry.
what happened is when it's okay. I'll just reiterate. Okay.
Okay.
So like when we joined the call with them, before we joined the call, Solomon was telling me what they want to talk about now, because I was telling Solomon I think they want to end the war before +7, and this is something I was assuming in my head. They didn't tell me that yet, right?
Okay.
So when I told Solomon about this, Solomon is like, dude, why are we gonna, we have a +7 war, Earth built towards us, water built towards us, we have fights. I mean, why we
Okay.
should end the KvK now? I'm like, we are right, but let's go and let's see what they want to have to say. So when we entered the call with them, they were there, and Luffy was explaining that, hey guys, it looks like the KvK is over in our eyes. The KvK seems over because Earth put a barricade at our gate. They're not gonna fight us. Watercamp has civil war, so there's gonna be less fights there.
Uh-huh.
So we wanna let's talk about the rewards and the things we can do now before the +7 opens. So we were telling them, hey, so you guys want to do the rewards now? So I'm like, okay. Then we said, okay. So based on the data, um, I put the screenshot of the data in the chat with them, right?
Okay.
And obviously, WinCamp at that point has way more data than I wouldn't say way more data. I would say 20% or 25% more data than FireCamp.
Okay. So Solomon,
sometimes
is this right? What he's trying to say here with Code? I want to make sure everything's correct.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
So then we present the data, but before the data conversation started, they were talking about tiers of reward. The tiers of reward was discussed by Havabi. Havabi is a Vietnamese player in that kingdom, right?
Yeah, I see him.
So
He's one of the R4.
Yeah, so he was saying that what the difference between the two tier is one tier is the Zig star, and the other tier doesn't. I mean, he explained in a more bitter way, but I'm just telling you in a shortcut way that one tier has the star and the other tier doesn't. So then they said, based on that, what do you guys think you guys deserve? So my answer to them, and Suleiman said the same thing to them at that time. We will talk with our kingdoms, and you guys also talk with your kingdoms, and then get back to us that who deserves what, right? So, and then they said that we will do another call next day.
Okay.
So after that, we go to our camp and we speak with them, because this was like at around this time, right? So this is like around 10 p.m. or 9 p.m. in Vietnam or something. So we go to our camp and ask 1648 and 2806 that, guys, we have been asked to choose between the two tiers of reward. So which one you think we guys deserve? And here's our data.
Okay.
According to data, we deserve the ziggurat and star. So the next day we go to the call and we told them that, hey, we were discussing among our campmates.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to tell us what you guys want, or do you want to hear us first? They're like, yeah, we want to hear you guys first. So we told them that, hey, based on the data, we had a lot of more deaths, we had a longer fight, and we didn't, won this longer fight, but it just happened because there was so much thing going on. And we also have one kingdom short. And also, just remember this, when 1648 and 2806, they're both Vietnamese kingdom. When they go offline, there's a 6-hour downtime. And in that 6-hour downtime, the only kingdom that's alive is 2061. So it was hard. It was very hard. So we told them that based on the circumstances, we believe we deserve the star.
Yeah.
And this conversation escalated to like 30 to 40 minutes, where we were explaining them, and they were explaining that they spoke to their camp and they believe that they get the star.
Uh-huh.
But after and when we asked them why they believe they get the star, on the voice they
Uh-huh.
said, Luffy was saying they believe they get the star because they beat Watercamp faster than us.
Okay.
And Watercamp is a strong kingdom, and because they beat them faster, they have a civil war. This is
Okay.
his reasoning. And then
okay, that's interesting.
and
Okay.
then we said that then Thomas on the call, who's in your channel right now, watching your stream, he said, "Hey guys, let me just stop you there. I just want to say something." He said that, guys, I don't think there's any KvK where it's a race, like it's not a Formula One race that who beats the enemy faster gets the star or something. Like, we have never seen that happen.
Uh-huh.
And then at the same time, before I went to this call, I had a chat with C-Will from
Yeah,
60GT.
I saw that one.
I had a chat with Silent from 1093 93T, and I had a chat with Ikari from 1846, because they are also my game friends from the beginning of the game, right? I know them for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And I asked them the same thing: give me an unbiased opinion based on KvK. When one camp is weaker, but they have more data, but the other camp has less data, who gets the star? They have the same answer, three of them. Star is always based on who get the more data.
Yeah,
1093 even told me they were in a KvK with 60GT, and 60GT was killing 1365 for 1 week. So, and they at the end 60GT had more data, so they gave them the star. It was like the same answer from three different people. Other words were used, that maybe they're being greedy and stuff. Maybe you should try to talk to them again and see what happens, right? So all these facts were given to them, but they disregard. They don't care. And at one point, Harmoine went off. Like, she said, "Guys, let me stop all of you first. Let me speak. And then she says, "Here's what I believe. No matter what you say, you guys cannot change our minds. We believe we deserve the star because we believe Fire Camp made a bigger impact in this KvK than you guys."
Okay,
So after this,
that's Herm. That's the lady leader. Okay.
yes. And then I tell Luffy on the call that, bro, why are we doing this voice call if we are here to talk about, how we can negotiate? But you guys said that you are already make a decision in your head. Like, then why are we speaking for more than 1 hour? And then Suleiman told them, so all the extra kills and deaths we did, and we are fighting, it doesn't count because you guys
useless.
believe you deserve it,
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
then they were saying, then she keeps asking us, then what's the solution? What can we do? Then we tell them, hey, the solution is we bring this to the voice chat among all the kingdoms and let them talk to each other.
Okay.
They refuse. They will not let any of their kingdom from their camp talk anything. They will not let them speak a word. And I think I showed you something, a conversation between Thomas and somebody else from their kingdom, that they were not allowed to talk. They were blocked, right?
So Thomas, again, what kingdom is Thomas then?
Thomas is in our kingdom, 61.
In your kingdom, 61. So
Yep.
I'm seeing some chat in here. We finally got to see this guy Jiba, who was very vocal on our last video. Here's my suggestion in here. If you guys have question, you guys have serious question in here, type it, ask it. We will try to give it to Code and Solomon, and they'll have to answer it within this stream. So don't say all about this crop screenshot, whatever. Ask actual question, and we will answer it. Or not me, but I can't answer it, but you guys will answer it. Ask an actual question. Don't ask a real question. That's all I got asking here, right? So basically, let me reiterate what happened. What you have said, that you went into the voice call basically, and when you end up speaking to Herm, she ended up saying that whatever pretty much happened, because we did a lot more contribution in here. What they think that they did, they basically finish up the KvK was due to them, and they want to be able to get the rewards. And no matter how much kills and deaths that you have accumulated, it doesn't really matter, because they were the one. Basically they've deemed themselves to be the one to, the catalyst of success of the KvK. All right, that's what you have said. All right, so Danny, hello, what's up, man? Okay, so that's interesting. So at this moment, the Discord is still alive.
It's
So
still
at
there.
what point did the Discord dissolve?
Okay, let me continue then, right? So after
Okay.
that, we told them, guys, this call is getting nowhere. We're arguing
Uh-huh.
with each other, and I don't wanna ruin relationship with you guys just because of a game.
Uh-huh.
And the call was ended, and we all like, we told them, guys, let's go to the voice. Our
Uh-huh.
kingdoms, they will talk for themselves, because you guys are Imperium Kingdom, we
Mm-hmm.
are low A. 1648 has more power than us.
Okay.
Even 2806 has more power than us. We can't decide for themselves like you guys can decide for your camp, let's say. They were saying, right? So our argument is that we can't decide for everyone else. Everyone has to speak their part, and they
Uh-huh.
want to speak their piece, right? So
Okay.
then our campmates that started chatting. Suleiman
Okay.
was also chatting. 2806 was asking them, guys, please write
Okay.
down here in this chat
Okay.
why you guys believe you deserve the star. We
Okay.
believe Winicam deserves the star because of the data. We have more data than you, and we
Okay.
lost more deaths and we got more kills.
Okay. So
Bro,
let me
they
stop
couldn't
this
write.
real
They
quick.
couldn't write.
Okay, people, this Jeba is saying, if you hold on, we will ask the question, but we gotta let them continue the story, or else we're gonna get stuck in here. So, like I said, type the questions in here, and then we'll pass it. Well, I'll read it, and then I will ask him. Just please, be patient. All right, keep on going on. Continue.
So we were asking them question, and I think Suleiman, you can also talk a little bit about what happened. Like they were not responding us for how long? Like just give them an idea. Like
Yeah,
Solomon,
after we
slow
finish
down.
this conversation, yeah, I'm gonna trying, bro. Okay, so after actually we finish this conversation for you must know like we stay in the voice with them like for 2 days. Every day the conversation in the voice was like
Okay.
1 hour.
Okay.
Okay, so as a third day before bus 7 open like was 1 day I think. Okay,
Okay.
we tell them guys like we gonna like talk with the leaders of from our kingdom from our
Okay.
camp, sorry, and they gonna also need to be in this like they gonna know because I don't know if could say this, but this conversation was in the voice just from leaders from 61 and the leader from 2381 only.
Okay, so between
yep,
61 and 81 conversation only, not including
In
the other
yep,
camps, the
yeah,
other
yep.
kingdoms in the camp.
the other
Okay.
kingdom in the camps. Yeah.
Okay, good. All right.
Okay, so when we like keep going for this for 2 days, just 61 and 2381. So we
Uh-huh.
told them, guys, we're gonna need to bring like some from our kingdom, like our kingdoms with us in the camp also, so they gonna know what gonna happen here.
Yes, indeed.
So
Okay.
they said also, yeah, bring them in the voice
Okay. So okay,
again.
all right.
Yep. So when we like going to do this, like actually we think like guys, like why we all go in the voice, because you know like most of our kingdom with us is from Vietnam and don't all of them don't speak English, and maybe
Okay.
like the different time zone, you know.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be a lot of problems. Just write what is your point in the chat, and we're gonna talk about it, you know, like
So
we're gonna write our points and you're gonna write your points.
to reiterate this, basically what's happening is you guys are convincing them that, hey, let's not do it all on voice, because people, have language barrier in here. When we do it on voice, they can't translate it right away as well. So it's better to do it on text, and they don't want to do it on text, basically what you're trying to say here, right?
Yep.
Hundred
And in
percent, 100%.
yeah, and in same time
Okay.
you must know like I think could also say this, when we was in the voice with them,
Okay.
okay, they like we are talking about like what we're gonna do and some this stuff. So
Okay.
she keeps saying to us like, guys, whatever you're gonna say, whatever you're gonna do, okay, like here in the voice, in the end we decide to take the star. So
Okay.
just like do whatever you want to do, you know. That's what actually she said,
So there's an
you know.
ultimatum basically that is being given to you guys. Like, you guys got not, whatever you do, you can't prove nothing. We're gonna take it, basically.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah. So
And
why
yes.
I'm stuck in the voice with you for like 2 hours every day to
now,
like
who are
you
in
know
this voice when this is just you and Solomon? Or is there somebody else in here that was
me
in the
and Kud
voice?
and me and Kud and Thomas from our kingdom and
Thomas. Okay. Thomas that was in
yep,
the chat here. Thomas
yep,
Yeah,
L.
yeah.
All right.
and
Cool.
from their kingdom Hermione and Luffy and Havabi.
So 3-on-3. All right.
Yep.
Okay. Good. So Discord is still alive in here, and guys, we got 35 likes. Hit that like. Don't forget, if you guys appreciate the time in here. Okay, continue. So the Discord is still alive. They said basically the ultimatum to your win camp that they're gonna take it, and this is where the friction kind of start. I mean, I'm sure the friction is beginning already, but this is where the catalyst of all the conversations now is going.
Yep. So we waited 3 hours, 4 hours, and after 4 hours in the game,
okay,
we checked the game, and in the game we saw they end the coalition. Remember this. Remember,
I saw that. I saw that screenshot. You can send me screenshot again if you want. If you log into your game at the moment right now, if you send me these screenshots, we can also present that screenshot. And then I have a screenshot here that I'm going to show you coming from 42 later. We're going to talk about that.
So we saw that there was no reply from them for 4 to 5 hours, and then the coalition ended, right?
All right, I saw that screenshot. Yep.
And at that time, Kentam this guy is from 1016.
1016,
Camp, right?
Yes.
Earth Camp, and he told us 2804 had a conversation with Fire Camp. But let me just correct this, because people are saying that people were speculating that we are trying to make it look like that Earth and Fire made a deal. No, they didn't make a deal. They were having a conversation.
Okay.
And in the conversation, Fire Camp Harmoin was telling the leader of 2804, if you guys want to do free for all, FFA, right?
Okay.
And this conversation was happening, but before this conversation was happening, the coalition was already ended from their side. Fire Camp ended the coalition allegiance, and it shows the notification in the game, and then it says that in 1 hour the alliances will get dissolved.
Okay,
so
hold
at
on.
this point we already know.
Okay, stop 1 second. So I guess everything that you have said right now, Peach is 2804. She just said thank you for clearing that out. So I guess your statement in here is being validated by Peach, because she is one of the... Okay, good. I just want to make sure, because people are gonna say, okay, you're making shit up, but you're not making shit up, because Peach is from 2804.
No.
I just want... I don't know. I'm just trying to reiterate here that she is collaborating to what you have said, basically, for clearing that out. Okay, good. All right, so move on.
And then Kenta messaged us that, guys...
Yeah, Kenta from 1016.
Then they messaged us that we feel you guys... this is a conversation that happened between Namdi and Kentam.
Who's Namdi?
Namdi is the king of 1648.
1648. Okay.
So basically, when we saw the coalition was ending, allegiance, Kentam is the coalition leader of Earth Camp, and they were contacting us that they feel something will happen, but they want to help us. That makes sense to you?
Yes.
And
it makes sense to me, because one of the intel that I got is that not all the Earth Camp supports fire. This is what the intel that I got. I think 2804 is one of the kingdoms that supports fire, but majority I think doesn't support fire, or doesn't like fire. Doesn't like fire. But yeah, okay.
And that may be true. And at the spur of the moment, many things were happening, and we didn't know that information. Like right now, you told me, and I'm like, yeah, maybe it's true.
Because Peach was very pro fire, being in 2804. Basically, what I'm trying to say. It's like
yeah. So remember this. We learned all this information later, way later.
Okay.
But at that time, when our allegiance was ended by Fire Camp, and 1016 was saying that 2804 and Fire was having a conversation, but that conversation was not about making them joining them. No.
Okay.
But Kenta messaged us directly that they want to work with us. So at that moment, when Kenta was messaging us, they were like, we believed, because the coalition alliance is ended, 1648, at that moment, they're like, guys, it's now on us.
Oh, yeah.
You
don't just end.
Us to choose. Yeah.
Okay.
So they wanted to work with us, and we formed a coalition with them. So we agreed to be with Earth. Okay. And after another 2-3 hours later, Chorizo messaged me in the game that what's happening. I read your Facebook post. Can we have a Discord call?
Who is Chorizo again? Sounds like
The king of 2142. The king of 2142.
2142. Okay. Oh yeah. Okay, I remember him. Okay.
He added me
Chorizo.
on Discord and he said that he want to do a voice call.
Okay.
I'm like, okay, sure. But on that voice call, because I know there's always drama, and I want someone to be as a proof with me, I took Suleiman there with me. Because I know that people are always twisting stuff. I knew right away at that point that it's better when I have the conversation with him. It's better I keep somebody with me who can also say it's right or wrong. So we go to the call with Chorizo, and Chorizo asked us what's the situation now. I told them that, hey, this happened, then the coalition with us, and Earth like 1016 contacted us, and we formed the allegiance with them. We allied with Earth.
Okay, so somebody's saying when you mention a kingdom, can you add what camp they are so that they can follow through? Okay, but you guys can see on the screen though.
Yeah. So 1016 is from Earth camp, right?
Yeah.
And 2142 is from Water camp. So Chorizo speaking with us, and he's telling us that that they hate 2381, and he will do whatever it takes to help us, bro. I'm telling you, like, this was a conversation that happened, and Suleiman was also there. Suleiman, maybe if you want to say some stuff from there, so it's just not me speaking,
Yep. So actually, when we was in the voice there, like we already finished with Earth camp, and they say they're gonna support us.
Okay.
So like what he could say, like he talked with us from 2142 about what we're gonna do. So he says the same thing, like, you guys, if you like already I ally with Earth camp, so he also gonna support us in this.
Okay.
As like as a water camp, there is like the KvK already is finished here, and he says this, like they have civil war and big war with 74s in the camp.
They're
So
done. They're done. Technically, they're done.
Yeah,
But this gives
yeah,
them
yeah.
this gives them hope for the KvK.
Yeah. So like for sure he gonna do this, and at the same time he like
They
maybe
benefit.
they have a problems. Yeah, they maybe have the problem with 2381. So for sure, if he gonna choose them or us, he gonna choose us.
It's gonna be it's enemy of my enemy is enemy, right? Something like that.
Yeah. Okay. So
Or enemy of my enemy is my friend
Oh.
or whatever. I don't confuse.
Yeah.
But anyway, the enemy. Okay, so their enemy 2381, 2142. So there's grudge. So definitely they will ally with you when there's an opportunity given. So this is what happened now. So now water and earth is teaming up with wind. All right. So this is the status that we're in.
So now you know how it happened, why it happened, and then everybody from Fire is like, "Oh, Wind betrayed us," and they join with them. Dude, it's not like this. Now
when
you know
was
why,
the Discord dissolved? Again, the Discord. This is very important, I think, in my opinion.
So right after Earth was with us and Water is also with us. After that, 8 hours later, Discord was gone.
So Discord was gone. Now, after the Discord was gone, did you still have personal communication with Herm? Or no more?
No, nothing. No
more friendly, no more cordial conversation, personal, no more.
No conversation. And I wanna say something right now, a little bit more. The only time I had a conversation with her was, I think it was yesterday or 2 days ago, when she leaked our personal conversation, and I think I was even telling you, when the personal conversation was leaked, the way the chat was there, it was edited. Like some part of the chat was before and after, right?
Yeah. I saw that one. Yeah. So
and there was a line, I like you. It was for the Joey from Friends TV series. Yeah. I was quoting that, but that line went up, so it makes it look like I am telling her that I like her and I'm simping for her, and it was like that.
Yeah. Okay. She didn't
just
try
to mention this,
She what I learned from the conversation from there and the screenshots that I've seen. I remember reading in the screenshot that you've shared that she apologized for leaking the conversation, right? That was am I right?
Yes, because,
and then let me finish. Let me finish. Sorry. And then she said that she was upset and she was mad. That's why she did it. She did it out of spite, basically. If I'm correct.
Yes.
Okay.
I just wanted to say that same thing. Yep. So I made her realize that, no matter the kind of person I am, no matter what happens in a game, the things you told me about, your personal relationship or personal stuff. I'm a guy. I will never do that. That's so low. Like, and
Yeah.
you did that to me, and I hope you don't do that to somebody else. That was what I told her that, and she
Yeah.
kept saying sorry to me. And this thing
It's too
and
late.
this
The
thing
damage was
was
done.
covered.
The damage was
Yeah,
done.
the damage was
Yeah.
done, and I told her whatever you can, just tell your people to not talk about it. But she didn't stop. They even went to Facebook with it. Like, they went to
Okay.
Facebook with it, and the post was there for 1 hour. So when it went to Facebook, I blocked her on Discord because I just couldn't do it anymore.
Yeah, because
Um,
I saw that on Facebook, and I left some trolling message there for you. You even messaged me right away, and I told you I'm gonna troll you. I don't know if you remember that. Yeah. Okay. So.
and I just wanna say something right now. Like, first of all, guys, they changed the deal of the KvK with us, and changing the deal of the KvK, and also talking about the reward before past 7 war.
Okay.
It's not part of the deal. It's not part of the deal. They changed all of that. They want to take the star. How Harmoin was saying that they will do whatever it takes to take the star, and they deserve it, right?
Okay.
So they did all of that, and that's a betrayal. But after my screenshot was published, they were saying that I was flirting with her, blah blah blah, and I was trying to cover up that we betrayed all that. They were trying to make a story that was not even connecting.
Yeah, they're
And
trying
then
to
you made the
manipulate the
video.
story. Yeah, they're trying to manipulate the
Yes,
story
and then
to
you made
where.
the video.
Yeah, then I made that video, and I'm sure they didn't like when I made that video. What the thing here is that we did a vote in here. I did a vote. When should KvK star be determined? We got 19% at past 7, 43% at past 8, this is very surprising to me. 38% said given to the strongest kingdom. So if 38% said that, then it should just directly go to 2381, and that is not fair. Why would people compete then and ally with Imperium strong kingdoms if they don't even have a chance, to get it then? But anyway, 43% succeeded in here so far. That past 8 would be the determining factor. But in your situation, it was being decided before moving into past 8, if I'm correct, right?
Yeah. I think Peach wrote here she didn't share it herself. You did. So Peach, just so you know, the Facebook post went out there first. I
What
didn't
is
share
this?
anything to Shinji before.
Oh
that.
yes, Peach, you should know this. I told Peach everything. I told you, Peach, that they posted on Facebook first, and I showed you those pictures on Facebook, Peach. And then after that, actually, I didn't even message you. You messaged me, and then you showed me all those more screenshots on that one, right? But yeah, they posted that. I think what's that guy named Jackie or something, whatever that guy's name.
Jackie Hoffman. Yeah.
Jackie Hoffman. He posted that. He posted that, and he has a long message there. And basically, at the end of that message, he ended up saying like, "Oh, now we just finished 3 versus 1. Look at who has more KP now. Who deserves a star now." The basis of that is nothing, because you just fought 3 camps. Like, of course, you're gonna have more more stats at that point. So okay, so we're gonna start getting into the questions in here. I'm gonna go read above in here. So at this moment, the allies are, your allegiance is done. You guys, went separate way, work with earth now, work with water, and now you have finally have captured, the zone, with the Zig. Now, the question in here, I want to bring this up because you brought this up. Before we get into the questions, people are speculating, so I want you to put it into the video. People can have a reference one day. People are, what is the deal? What is the deal on how to capture the Zig? Who's going to get what rewards from the Crusaders, from the Star? What is it?
So I can break it down to you guys, because yesterday in Lost Kingdom chat, one guy was trolling that I heard Winking is going to keep all the rewards and all the Zig rewards, but actually no. In this KvK, the camp that suffered the most in Civil War is Water Camp, right? And they also helped us. They joined with us to fight against Fire Camp. So after discussion in our internal camp, we decided that the first capture of the ziggurat is going to go to water camp.
Okay. Water
And-
camp gets a first
and bel-
capture.
And believe me, if you talk to any of them, they were not even expecting this. If you talk to any of them, they were not
Okay.
expecting this.
Okay,
That-
so water camp takes the first capture. Okay, what's next?
And then Earth gets the chronicle. Like after the first capture, they
Okay.
will remove their troops.
Okay.
Earth goes in and they stay there, and the zig closes. They get the chronicle,
All right.
and then
Water
Wind
takes-
gets the
A wind, yeah.
Wind takes the ziggurat after that. And then
Okay.
there's other rewards. There is 12 circles on the map. Each camp gets 4 circles. So
Okay.
we equally divide the reward for the circles, right?
All right, that's very good.
And also remember, because we get the star,
Mhm.
we get a coin, right? We get a coin. So because of this reason, we will not take 2 Crusader Fortress. We're just going to take 1 Crusader Fortress.
Okay.
And then we will give Earth Camp 2 Crusader Fortress. So they get 2 coin. Does that
Okay.
make sense?
Generous. Okay, good.
And Water will get 1 Crusader Fortress, which is 1 coin. And
Okay.
also the fact because they only have 3 kingdoms there and they're just like, and to make it fair to Water Camp, I think it was them that's gonna get the 2 Sanctuary. Correct me if I'm wrong, Suleiman.
Yeah,
Okay.
to Sanctuary and the first capture for Zek.
Okay,
Yes.
good.
Yes.
All right. So I think pretty much, that's the conclusion of the KvK, right? So we got to go into the questions in here. Now, I did see somebody in here. Before I go into the question, I want to direct the statement in here first. This guy Dutig said, nothing is decided until Kingsland is cleared, which is true, which is why they basically, I'm gonna say this: you guys defected on your allegiance, basically, because you guys thought that it is not right. That's why you, basically left. But
Yeah,
technically
they don't want us to do. Yeah.
But technically, you didn't leave because they are the one who
That ended.
demolished the coalition. So technically, it's not you guys that left in the beginning. It's not like, oh, we're just gonna backstab you. They actually remove the coalition from you guys. This is what I see. Okay, and then it says here, switching side. If you switch side, you're the betrayal, and that's his personal opinion. But the thing is, what I see in here, I'm going to weigh in my opinion in here now. What I saw in here is that, first of all, first evidence is that you guys, the wind was removed from the coalition from fire. So fire initiated that coalition remove. At that point, that's a whole new ball game, And what are they going to do, right? Of course, you're going to end up fighting them. And you guys couldn't agree on the rewards as well. So that's the basis for contention at the end of the day. So I think it's very hard to determine like the statement of betrayal, I guess, at the end of the day, because people will say, oh, the wind maybe betrayed fire or fire betrayed wind. But I think at the end of the day, it's like what we can see the evidence is that fire removed wind. And what are you going to do if you got just removed? Like, you're not you're not allied with them anymore.
Yeah, and also I want to say something about this. Like, maybe people gonna think like, cause wind go to earth and they get earth and water, so we get allies against fire, so we betrayed. So we go and talk with them and get allies. Okay, but first of all, fire go to like earth. Okay, and talk with O4, and they gonna want to like free for all. So what is the meaning for free for all for the biggest Imperium kingdom in the KvK?
Yes, that statement of free for all is already breaking the allegiance with you guys already.
Yep. Yes.
Yeah. And
that is true.
Then, because we are saying in the beginning, fire no, earth and water gonna focus us for sure, 100% in plus 7.
Yeah.
So if we're going to King's Land, what they gonna have left? Like they all gonna attack us and just fire gonna go crush all of us and kick us out of the King's Land, Because it's free for all.
They try to be sneaky and outsmart, but apparently
so
they know how
people
work.
people not gonna say, oh, fire go to talk with earth to take them ally or water, and in the same time they make sure they gonna win the KvK if this free for all, because we know already like we all fight so hard and just fire didn't lose anything in the first 2 gates, because they say the words is so fast,
See, I was thinking now is like hypothetically, stuff happen like that free for all. I feel like fire will take everything in here because first of all, they don't like water camp.
They
Yeah.
don't like anybody, bro. They don't like anybody here.
They don't like
So
water
for
camp.
sure they're gonna take everything. These good plans, they take everything, like what you say, first capture everything. They're gonna take all the map, you know.
Yeah, that's just my assumption here based on the facts that's given to me. So let's start with some of the questions in here. Oh my god, this is gonna be hard. I don't know. Let me see. Somebody says in here, 2381 suggests stop and calculating data before past 7, which you guys have verified that. And fire camp is inferior to the wind farm. The wind camp handicap kill event for two more days in zone 5, and fire camp still lost. I think this is just a statement. This is not a question. And it's gonna be hard for me to go back and see what are the questions are in here. All right, so Jeba says in here, why coach show crop screenshots? That is the real question. If you can't answer it, you know both are shady and biased. I don't think you've shared crop screenshot because I think you've showed me.
I shared the whole thing.
You did share me the whole screenshots in here for the whole conversation of the topic.
And just so you guys know, I never shared any of her photos with anybody. Just so you guys know, and I did get photos from her. I'm just saying, you know.
Yeah. So let's say another question is here. If you call out 2381 for crop screenshot, this is the same question. I don't think it was cropped. I think you showed me more than what they have shown. For what I've seen, it covers the topic. I even grilled you. I asked you, if I remember, I said, Code, who asked the first picture? I was trying to make sure that it wasn't you or it wasn't her or whatever. Basically, I want to know if it was you asking her picture. But apparently, in this comments that we saw, or in the picture that we saw, sorry, I haven't slept yet, is that she was the one asking for your picture. All right. And then she was also talking about some of her personal life with you as well. I'm trying to find, if you guys are asking question, add some question mark. All right, add some question mark because I'm not seeing question marks in here. I'm just going through. So if you guys are going to be asking questions in here, please put question mark because it's easier for me to go through. So, okay, that is exactly 2381's argument. They didn't get any fights because enemy avoided fighting them, hence wind having more. Oh, yes, this is a very good topic, Jeba. Jeba, I assume you are from 2381. See, here's the thing. I think I mentioned this in my very, very first video. This is not Wind Camp's fault that they are being targeted. And you cannot...
How's it our fault?
Yeah, it's not your fault. It's not the Wind Camp's fault that they're being targeted. It is not. They put out more, they had to fight more, and they had more losses. See, the thing is that the Wind Camp, in my opinion, I mean, looking in the leadership perspective, you have to reward the players or else they're just going to leave if you don't reward them for something for putting out all this work, right? So anyway, you answer this question for your part. Answer this question from the Wind Camp, about the having more fights than fire. Then I gave my statement. You give your statement.
I mean, honestly, like I said, we were 1 kingdom missing. They were attacking us because they know we have a downtime. Like I said before, they knew we have a weakness, a big weakness, a downtime. So when the downtime starts, the war never ends. Earth and water, they push together. And then 61, we split up and we go to 2 different zones and fight. And it's been like this for 6 days. And this is something, did we sign up for it? No, we don't. We don't even know it's going to be like this,
Yeah. It's a fight. It's a war. All right. So
it's a war. And we can't be like, hey, the war is over because your guys' war is over. We're just going to go back. It doesn't work like that,
Yeah. So Dutig says, also this stat, what if 1960 was there and nobody fights them and they have the lowest stat? Doesn't mean that they don't deserve the star. I think based on what you told me, right? Is it 1093 that you talked about with 1093 saying that since they had lower stat, they don't get to have the star?
Yeah, they give the star to 60 GT. Yep.
60 GT.
And I think that the kind of kingdom 60 GT is, if they were in a KvK where they didn't get any fight, I'm pretty sure they would not take the star. They're honorable, bro. They don't do that kind of stuff,
Yeah, I think it's not. Yeah, I agree with that. I don't think 1960 will get their way
They will find a way to
they'll
get
find
kills.
a way to
Yes.
get kills.
Yes.
You know, they will for sure. I mean, we haven't seen a KvK that everybody avoids them though. But if I see them in our KvK, maybe I avoid them. No COD question here. So all right, so Jeba once again asked. Literally, most of Code's screenshots were cropped, showing 3 to 4 texts and cutting. Well, actually incorrect, because it was a continuous screenshot what he sent me. I will defend you on this one, because I would have called him out if he was cropping it like only like as one part. So when you saw on Facebook, that was just one context. Like he sent me multiple ones, which I showed in the whole video. So maybe you did not watch the full video, because I showed every single conversation. It was like 3 to 4 5 conversation. So if you're telling me it's cropped, it's not gonna be like 3 to I don't know how many screenshots. My whole browser was opened for all the screenshots. So there is no way it is just cropped. So I disagree with you on that one. You gotta watch that video again. All right. Somebody said stats are subjective. You can inflate them by extending fights. Stupid swarming. Just like they said in VC, kingdoms avoided 2381. Also, you cannot state you get star before KvK is over. I think he kind of agree with you there, huh? Am I right?
Yeah, I want to answer this really. I want to answer this. Like, he said, yeah, like maybe the kills, like when we going to fight more, so we're gonna get more kills, yeah, and dates, yeah. I'm agree with this. Maybe some kingdoms do this, to be honest. Okay, but we stop the data. Okay, we stop the data since 2 days. Like we stop the data when Fire Camp finish their work, we stop our data, and we keep fighting more 2 days. So you understand me?
You're saying like, Fire Camp stopped the data, but you're still fighting for 2 days.
Yeah, that's what I am saying. And in the end, we still have more kills and days more than him.
Okay.
Not Fire Camp. We both agreed together. I'm not gonna say that only Fire Camp. We both
we agreed. Yeah, we agreed to stop. Like we are saying, like this is a fight, and we keep going in the fight for more than 2 days. You know. And in the end, we already stopped the data. All these kills not not in the sheet, you know. And we still have more kills and dates.
Okay.
That's why like more like a lot of people here get mad about, like we already like stopped this data for 2 days and we still have more, and they say we didn't deserve it.
Yeah. Basically in here as well, Ace said in the last statement, it says here also, you cannot state you get star before KvK is over. I do agree with this, because a lot of times you guys do a predetermined, I'm not in the leadership, but I always see this. A lot of times it's like predetermined KvK star already. Like the whole KvK is not open yet. The Zig's not even open. The stars are decided. Like I feel like it should be calculated like a few, just a day or 2 before, just to see all the stats. I don't know. But anyway, he is stating in here, Ace is stating that you should not get the star until the KvK is over, which is kind of like where you guys are leaning to, if I'm correct.
What? Say.
I said you guys were leaning into not calculating the data at past 7, right? You guys wanted to see more data moving into the KvK.
Yes. Yes, absolutely.
Okay, that's what I was trying to say. All right. And Thomas says that is logical. Somebody wants to just see pictures, so send us some picture. Oh, we gotta show you this picture as well. Who is this guy? Vista. I've gotta show you some picture as well later about El Chorizo. So there's a mail that was sent to me by somebody. I think you guys should leave my girl alone. She's a teenager. Who's a teenager? So is Jeba Luffy, or Hermione didn't really try flirting with you? She is engaged to me. Code, you should have just reached out to me about it. Oh, what the fuck? Oh wait. She's teenager and she's engaged to you, and how old are you?
Man.
This
what? This is going somewhere else.
Teenager engaged to you? What century are we in? Holy shit. Are you I don't want to say that P. I don't want to say
Yeah,
that P
that
word.
word.
I don't want to say the
Yep.
P word. What the heck? Oh my god. Teenager
But
and then.
should I answer P?
Oh my god. Anyway, let's move on. Let's move on because that just got weird. That just got weird. Whew. Okay. Ooh. Oh, I lost my train of thought here.
Should I answer Peach? She was asking me a question.
Answer Peach. Sorry. Answer. How does
So
Let
Peach,
me read it. How does it make you feel sharing private DMs with Hermione publicly? How does it make you feel personally? Please answer. Thanks.
you want me to answer it now?
Yeah. Go ahead.
So guys, just so you know, she shared our conversation with the whole kingdom, and they started trolling me on Lost Kingdom. People were messaging me in Lost Kingdom in Discord. I was at work. I'm like, what's going on? Why is my phone blowing up? And if I have people message me from their kingdom apologizing for what she's doing, and I cannot disclose their name because if I do, they might get zero. Because some of them just migrate there first time. Um, so it was her who shared our personal conversation with the members, and those members, they went to Facebook and they posted it. And I even told her that work with them, get it removed. They didn't get removed. The post was public. It was there. Then I blocked her. And if somebody does that to me and I have evidence that I was not wrong, obviously I will share the other part of the conversation. I don't think how does how does it make me feel? I don't think that makes me feel sad about it because they are the one who shared the stuff in the first place. I was just defending myself. And I think as men, out there, I mean, usually it's always men they get the first fault. There, it's always the men's fault. So if I am correct here, I think I should defend myself, and I felt it's correct. And Shinji was messaging me at that time and asking me if I have the evidence to back myself up, and I did that. So how does it make me personally feel? I mean, I feel sad. I mean, I feel bad because she did that to me, trying to ruin my reputation because of a game. And if you see my messages with her, I was telling her, like, it's just a game. At the end of the day, why are you attacking me on my personal stuff? She said, she was frustrated because I guess she lost the KvK with us, and now she did the dirty. Like, she went dirty, right? It's low. And I even told her, don't do that to someone else. But after I saw that she made it public to all her alliance member, it went to Facebook. I had to block her, and I had to tell them that, hey guys, this is not the truth. Here's the truth.
Okay.
And thus, you guys know what happened.
So, Peach, did that
I hope
answer?
that answers you.
Yeah, I hope that answers Peach's question in here. Now, Jeb, by the way, I'm hitting feedback. I think that's coming from Solomon. Jeb, yeah, I think we know now that you are Luffy and you are not. I know you're not from the States. Rumor says that you are from Australia, or maybe your YouTube channel says you're from Portugal. So I don't know. And from what I was told, that I mean, the weird statement that you mentioned that she's a teenager. How old are you? And then Peach was telling me before that she actually is not a teenager. She actually work and travels for work because she claims to be that, I guess. Peach, I don't know. Peach, you can help me out in here because you've told me more info about her as well. So, all right. But we're not trying to go for the character. It's whatever you guys have, good for you guys. But if it was me, I wouldn't. If it was me, if I'm dating somebody and she's sending selfies to another man, I don't think I'll be very, very happy with that. I think I'll be upset.
And
I'm a bit
the
more
other
traditional.
thing is, I don't know. Sorry to stop you, but I didn't know if people noticed that when she was venting me about her relationship, I even told her what she should do to fix it. I was not trying to get the free food or something, like up for grabs or something. I'm not gonna do that because
What free food? What free food?
I'm just saying, like, just giving you an example. Like,
Oh, I got lost there.
Somebody. I mean, I'm just saying, like, somebody telling me their relationship stuff, and I could be like the bad guy and be like, yeah, I'll just break up with him, blah blah blah. But I didn't do that. I was like, I was, being nice and being like, yeah, you should, figure it out by talking to him, and because it was awkward when some other stuff gets brought up in a game conversation.
All right,
And
so
I tried my best to give the best suggestion.
the question here, no, we're not bashing no teenager. Thomas is asking who's a teenager. What we were referring to Harm, but again, when I was told that she is not a teenager, so it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if she's a teenager or not. Okay, it's a player. Doesn't matter. Peachy says, okay, as a female, I just wanted to hear that you feel bad about it. I understand that you wanted to protect yourself. So basically what Peach is, I guess, trying to say is that, did you feel bad when Herm shared your screenshot? Of course! If it's a private conversation, right?
I mean, guys, I'm a human being. I'm not alien. I have feelings too. But the thing is, because I'm a leader of a kingdom, I will always tell people I don't care. I don't care.
Yeah.
But if it goes to this extent, what she did, and this never happened to me in the past 4 years of my game playing. So I mean, I was shocked that somebody would go so low because they lost a KvK and now they had to share personal conversation to make fun of me. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, something new, something new to learn.
I am an alien, by the way. It's called legal. Well, not anymore. I'm a citizen. Used to be a legal alien.
Oh yeah.
I just want to put that joke in. That's just too good. Okay, so Jebba, who is Luffy, which is one of the leadership in 2381, who is dating the leader Herm. So the thing here is that he was asking, why didn't you just went and message him and told him, hey, dude, your woman is doing like this, or your girl is doing like this,
Because she told me whatever we talk about private stays in private and never to share with other people.
So
because she told me that. She told me that. It was her words.
There we go. So, he was just trying to honor the lady's request. So
I mean, honestly, man, we here like play game, fight, work in real life and have all that. I mean, nobody expects to have some other kind of interaction, like that's just surprising.
Oh, Dave K, that guy who messaged me. I don't know. He's got lots of stuff to work on. That's all I gotta say. Oh, he did. He left me a nice comment. That's all I gotta say.
I mean,
but what do you think?
If you want, I can say something to him if you want.
So there we go. There we go.
So I think Dave K9, I know that you're a new streamer in 2381, but regardless, when you stream, you shouldn't really be so protective and defensive towards your kingdom that you come to somebody else's stream like Shinji, who has a lot of subscriber, who can even potentially help you if you think, keep things cool, but you come and bash him on his stream, telling him bad words, and I don't think that's the good approach if you are trying to be a streamer in the ROK community. I feel that's my perspective. There shouldn't be any hate because a game is involved and you lost the KvK. You're a streamer. Your objectives are different. It shouldn't be just on the game. That's my say.
Okay. Next question in here. Apparently, Larson, 04 KvK lead, getting backlash from WinCamp for me coming in Shinchi's video. Is that true, Code? I'm only here to protect my kingdom. You already left, though.
Oh no. So Larson, I had a call with Larson, and I told Larson that Peach was on the stream, and on during that time, I think Peach, I think you know yourself. You were sharing about what you thought was happening in the diplomacy of Wind, and people that were watching the stream at that time, they didn't take it very nicely because you were stating some of the facts that may not have been true, which you now know. And I don't blame you. But we had a conversation with the guy the king from 2804, and we told him that, bro, no matter what happens, keep it down, because if your coalition leader knows about this, that you guys try to do something like this, they might even kick you out of the coalition before reward, and we don't want that. That's why I had a conversation with him. And if we had bad things about Earth Camp, we would not give you guys 2 Crusader camps. That's because that's 2 coin. We are being generous and sharing with everybody. So I hope that answers you.
All right, that's good. So yeah, make sure they get reward. All right, I don't want them to lose
Oh,
reward.
no, absolutely.
All right, so
We
that's
will
good.
help all our allies get the reward. We were gonna go to any zone they have problems, any
Yeah.
camp, and we will fight fire. There's no problem.
All right. So, guys, if you guys appreciate what we're doing here, bringing them in here, their time and my time, a little nice gesture is just smash like onto the stream. We got 46 like right now. So I want to say something though, more of a personal statement in here for me. A lot of you guys who watches my content, maybe you guys watch the videos, but you guys don't watch the entire thing. And you lose the context in there. And another thing is that a lot of you guys who watches me, you guys don't know who I am, and a lot of the quick judgment as well. So as we're doing live stream, I hope this kind of helps you guys to understand as well what we're doing in here. I think I've spoken with two of them a lot last night as well on voice, so they've gotten to know a little bit about me. So with Jebba, I hope that we're doing the stream, I hope it kind of calms you down a little bit. And as we try to answer your questions in here, I hope you're more chill after this. All right. So question in here again from Jebba. I'm curious about when Code talked to me on never allying with Chorizo. All he does is insulting women and writing trash poems, right? What happened to that, my guy? So you're saying Chorizo's the guy who wrote that poem about Herm. I saw that. Peach, I think, showed me that or something. Okay.
Well, I can answer that for him. Guys, remember, Shinchi, you always believe this probably. There is always two sides to a story, right?
Yeah.
There's always two sides to a story.
There's three sides.
Then, yes. Yeah, there's three sides. So I heard the story from them, and when they told me what Chorizo was doing, and I did agree with them. I'm not gonna lie to him. I did agree with them that yes, it's not right. It's not right to disrespect women. Chorizo shouldn't have done that, and I agree with him. But after everything that happened, and now you guys know the things that Hermione did, I don't think one person can clap a hand with one hand. You need two hands to clap. So probably something happened between them, and that sparked this clash. And I don't know, what happened in their past, because I don't know. I was not in their KvK in the past. So that's my answer, and I hope it answers you, because if Chorizo is a person who's writing poems and stuff, Hermione herself isn't a saint. She's doing many stuff on the back.
Okay, so basically you're saying that she's not that
nice as she is.
Good, yeah. So I have a Kingdom mail here. I don't know if you guys have seen this yet. It says by El Chorizo, choke on your lies, Barbie. Okay, it says here, this was stated on September 3rd. We will not engage Firecamp for the remainder of the KvK. Firecamp has no one else to blame but their airhead Barbie of a leader. She is the one that pushed for the number 1 and number 2 kill point camps to ally together. The narrative that there was this serious beef between 74 and Wind Camp to where water would not ally with wind is a lie. 774 being AFK all KvK was not even present for the initial discussion on allies. Sure, many relationships have deteriorated over the course of the KvK. However, there was not this intense hate between any kingdoms prior to the start of this KvK. That would have prevented any specific alliances from forming, as she claims. 2142 was adamantly against the formation of the Fire and Wind Alliance from the beginning, and we're very vocal about it. Herm wanted the map stacked in her favor, and that is simple explanation. So Firecamp, when you have deleted troops to drop Imperium rather than doing it naturally, you have your own leadership to blame. So I mean, this is his opinion. I'm just reading it. What do you think about that? Have you seen this before or no?
I did see this series before, and I agree with one part of the conversation where he said that did we have any beef with 74 prior? We didn't have any beef. The beef started when the Arabs from their side and our side started talking. That the beef then happened. It wasn't before. So yeah, I think some of the statements he made here is true. Like, I wouldn't deny it.
Okay, the way he's speaking here, he's very well spoken. Well, it's a well written, well written mail. I didn't expect this mail written by him coming from that. Because I saw the poem as well. Actually, the poem was pretty. The poem was pretty interesting. No, actually, no. That poem was actually very very well written as well. I think I read that. I ended up rapping it. I think Peach sent it to me. I don't know where it is already. That was a very interesting poem. I mean, he wrote that quite well. But yeah, again, at the end of the day, it was kind of demeaning though. But but I was just mentioning that the poem was pretty interesting for his skill level. Let's see. Jason says, Jeba Neso, your girl sending a picture. Take this L. Oh, interesting. Jeba says, most of your players just attack people based on physical appearance, calling some homeless Jesus. Wait, what?
I don't know, man. We shouldn't read everything that's written.
What? That's John R says these kingdoms all sound like they are 15-year-old high school arguing who's the popular kid and who's allowed to date the pretty one. I don't think this guy is trying to date or trying to want the lady. But No Mercy says all this drama about the star, anything else they say is just excuses. So No Mercy, who do you think was right and wrong in here then, based on the information that you guys have gathered so far? Let's see. Somebody's saying Thomas says Herm definitely not a teenager. Yeah, by the end we speak about the player. So yeah, definitely, All right, what else do you guys want to add in here? Because I feel like we did cover a lot of topics in here. I think kind of shows what happened from the beginning of the kingdom to middle and to the end, and basically to where we are now. And I think I have been relatively, I would say I've been relatively fair to asking you guys questions in here. I don't know. I'm thinking like what hard questions I got to ask for you guys right now. And Jeba says, all good. You guys can live and laugh on a biased interview. Well, how is this biased? You're literally here. You can ask question, and 81 will have their interview soon with someone who is actually not biased. Like, you can literally ask question right now, but you won't ask questions. Like, I'm literally reading your messages in here. So you're special. That's all I got to say then, if you're thinking that way still. Oh, there's a question. I would like to know why Fire and Earth allied if they were rank 1, 2 in KP.
Fire and Earth were allies.
Fire and Wind was ally. And this is why they said in the mail, Chorizo said that they don't want Fire and Wind to ally. So Fire and Wind was ally. Because what they said in here is that Fire was trying to stack up. Fire wanted to stack.
I think I told you before, I'll say it again. When the diplomacy started at the beginning, none of us in our kingdom knew that 42 has a beef with 2381. And 2381 already had a Discord group made already with 1648. And 1648 added us there later that they want to work together. But however, we also had a Discord chat where every kingdom diplomats was there. And I think that is the server where Peach was also there. In that server, there was voting. And I think it was voted that Fire and Wind be together, and then Water and Earth. And then the group chat diminished because I think people from Water Camp, they left the channel.
I see. So I hope that answers the question by Ice High asking that question in here. Let's see. You guys have any more questions in the chat? We got to ask them now. Feel free to ask any question. We are not suppressing any questions in here from the live chat. So, Solomon, how are you doing here?
Yeah, I'm happy here.
All right. Good.
I see what I really see what's right. Like I'm really waiting for like good question, really asking about what happened. Like we already like give them everything. Okay, we talk about everything, and you already like if you also like think about something like people need to ask about it, like, you can also ask us, like, maybe there's something like we didn't say until now.
Yeah. What I'm seeing is that, I'm sure like Jeba is coming from the fire camp. We're not seeing contradiction to everything that you guys have said so far. So, no one's saying, oh, no, that's not true. That's a lie.
Yep.
We didn't see that in this chat so far. Seems like everything that you guys have said so far, they agree with it. They're validating because no one is trying to contradict to what the story was told in here. So that's very good. I guess we're lining up to, we're getting close to everything in here.
Yeah, and also if someone from fire camp leadership, he can like come, like what we say, and what we write there in the chat, guys. If you deserve really the zig, and if you have like good reason to like tell us, yeah, we're gonna take this, just try through like your reason, and we're gonna talk about this. They didn't write anything in the chat. Why? Because like they didn't have anything to say.
So
they just won't say this in the voice, and they don't want to try this.
Yeah, lesson learned there. So when you're trying to deal, if you do it on voice chat, you have to either get a recording, but that's too much files, right? And you got to go back. It's hard. So got to make sure if you guys do a voice chat, maybe you need to have a summary written down so that you can have it screenshot. I think that's the most powerful tool in diplomacy.
Yeah, if you're right, you're gonna use this. That's what I am saying. And until now, I didn't see anyone from fire camp come and say that's the reason we take, like we deserve it. All this chat, I didn't see anyone write something. We deserve this for this.
Yep.
So yeah, so there is no reason for you guys until now. If you have good reason, just make post about it and say we deserve Zeg for this and this and this and this. Say your points. It's okay.
I agree with that. Let's see. Somebody said, why did Code send a picture of himself if he wasn't trying to simp? I have opinion here too, but I'll let Code answer that first.
I mean, somebody is asking, keep telling me you ignore me, you ignore me. I mean, I don't even remember the whole chat right now. But they were the one insisting me, and when they first asked me in your photo, I just took a picture of my Discord photo and I sent her. And she was like, no, I don't want to see this, but what we should do is I'll send you my picture first and then you send yours. Then as a girl, if she sends it and I don't, I look like an asshole as a guy, right? So when she sent me her photo, I had to send her my photo as well. And remember, before all this, she said this is something that stays personal and it never goes out. So
yeah,
I hope that answers it.
Now, this NCFC Warrior guy, I think he did not watch our video where we showed all the screenshots there, the conversation. So I would really recommend that you watch that video because you actually get more reference. I don't care if you're biased or not, your loyalty is with the player. I would say watch the video, make a conclusion after you watch that video. Now, sorry, it's the wrong guy. Oh, I read the wrong guy. It's Jason Slap You, not NCFC Warrior. Sorry, NCFC Warrior. It's Jason. So Jason, I would say watch that video first and then, make your own conclusion. But at the end of the day, like what I saw in that chat is that the woman was asking for Code's picture. Code, verify that Code sent the Discord profile picture. And she still insisted, and she ended up sending her own selfie. I think she was even mentioning in the chat that she was like, I always wear face mask, right? She ended up saying that in the chat as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, oh, I'm shy, blah, 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 those kind of stuff. As a guy, I think if a girl do send you a picture, I think, it's that's the time you reciprocate as well. I don't see anything wrong with it.
Yeah.
It's just a picture. At the end of the day, it's just a picture. It's not, you send a picture and it's not really, are you trying to simp? No, not. I don't think it's trying to simp. Like, but again, it's a woman. Like they try to reach out to you. At the end of the day, he's a guy. He's a man. Like he's not. I
don't say it,
At the end of the day, Cody's a man and he likes women at the end of the day. So when a woman try to reach out to him, you got to act like a man at the end of the day. So that's all I got to say.
But guys, I think I can say one thing. I have been king so far I think this is like the 12th or 13th KvK that I'm playing this game, and I have the same account since day one. I have done diplomacy for the past all those KvKs with other kingdoms and leaders. I don't have this kind of like weird things that they're trying to pass out that the kind of behavior they're trying to portray that I have. I don't have any of these weird, symptoms or like behavior, whatever.
Ace High is asking, just curious, there is a rat in 2381. I'm not fond of them. I don't know who that is then. If there's a rat. Well, I don't know. Do you guys know who's there? If there's a rat or what?
Rat? I mean,
I guess a snitch.
I don't know. I mean, they would know better because that's their kingdom, right?
We never heard anything about this. This is rumors. I never heard about it as well. Somebody says here, John R says Discord picture and face mask picture. OMG. Terms of service. It's not terms of services. Discord is a public information. You can share pictures of Discord. That is, what the hell? Where do you pull this terms of services in your booty? What? Example of simp Lodi Shinchi. Yeah, I like women. If I see it, I look at it. Why not? Just compliment them. They're women are beautiful. I have nothing against women. I love women. The more women, the better.
So
see, I talk to Peach. I like Peach. She's nice. She's my friend.
Yeah, about Bishi said, like, what is lesson did you all learn from this KvK? Actually, don't trust any woman at all in this game.
Don't trust who?
Woman.
Oh, okay. Oh my god. But
and don't follow woman in leadership. That's also what I'm gonna say. Like any woman in leadership, don't follow this. If you are in kingdom and lead by woman, don't follow this. That's my opinion.
I want to say it's subjective. I think it's based. I think it's based on. I think it's based on the person. I don't want to generalize it that way. I think it's based on the person. And like I said, like a man can also do all these things. We've seen a lot of betrayals. And all these, like, all the kingdoms within the game. And get some proof. My recommendation is, whenever you guys get into chats, have a summary. Type it down and then validate it after that. Does that make sense? Question for Code. As a leadership king, what decision would you make differently here if you were given a chance?
I mean, if there was if I knew the trap that they were trying to set was speak everything on voice and not keep any written record, I think the only thing I would say next time, in any kind of diplomacy happens with any kingdom, there needs to be written agreement and statement before everything is decided, because people can always say, oh, we spoke over the voice, so it's not decided. Like you said, like you see it happened in this KvK, right? They're like, oh yeah, we did everything on the voice, so there is no proof that we want this or we don't want that. So I think going forward, every kingdom that plays their KvK, they should have written agreements with their allies before they even start the fights. Otherwise there can be always drama and change of things.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, write a contract. Yeah, I think that's a good approach into it, is like having, kind of summary. Let's see. No, it's not 10 to women to go crazy when things don't go their way. Oh my god, Bugs Bunny. Chicken Studios, hello. Yeah, very interesting, comments in here. Some of it is very personal opinions where we don't I don't want to get involved into that. Solomon, you trying to get me in trouble? I do have my personal opinions as well, but let's not get into all that stuff in here, because I don't want to generalize.
In Arabic community, all of them gonna say this, yeah.
I get it. Culture is different too.
Yeah, everyone have his opinion, So Yeah, that's my opinion. Like, actually, because maybe woman gonna like
Well,
use, because she is a woman, to do something. Like,
that's
you
can be
understand me?
that's also true to where like she may be trying to get to code to soften up code because she's a girl and and leverage certain
Yeah,
things.
let's say if another one in the place for code, and he really loved girls, and she offered him photo to get the zig, he can accept this.
Yeah, that's true. It could be used as leverage. Now, it would have been weird if it was a man and then sent photo to code and his code says, "Yeah, let me send you a selfie too."
So yeah, so that's what I'm
No.
saying.
Yeah, there is definitely certain
So
leverage
they
that could
gonna use
be
this.
done because you're a man. That is true. I mean, it's not being sexist or anything. It is true that it could be used for leverage as well. Yes, I do agree on a certain aspect of it. We have seen. Hey, Peach. I don't want to say too much, but I have seen and heard that there are recruiting tactics done by female players within the game. Not all, of course, but there are recruiting tactics done by female players in the game that is leveraging certain things to attract players to get into the kingdoms as well. I've this is something that I've heard. I mean, there's nothing. I mean, I don't know. I don't know about that one. But yeah. Anyway. All right. All right. So let's see. All right. Some of the question in here. John R. Seeing that face extreme nudity, you'll never see that on street. What does that mean? John R. If there's any woman leveraging their assets for members, send me the. There are some certain kingdoms that do that. Not gonna say what kingdom, but I know stories about it. But yeah. Anyway, so is there any more good questions in here that you guys want to ask these two gentlemen in here about the situation? And let's try not to get too far. But I do have my own opinions too on certain things. I don't know. Do you guys want to add more in here, Solomon and oh, here. There's another big twist in this KvK yet to be seen. That's all I can tell you, bud. What do you think about this code in Solomon?
I mean, I don't think there's going to be any kind of twist. I mean, I think they're trying to refer that, maybe
That-
water, earth, or wind, somebody will betray each other. But when the rewards are final, I don't think there's any betrayal when all the three camps agreed on the rewards.
That's true. I agree. And then fire at this point, I don't think you guys can do anything anyway. So
And if he's from 2381, just so you guys know, even if you are denying our allies to get rewards, we will be there to help them get the rewards. No problem at all. We will be there.
nice.
What it takes.
And
Yeah.
CFC Warrior says water won't betray wind. I can tell you that 100%. All right, so that's good. And it is also in this video, so people can refer into this if there's anything happen. So the star will be going to wind. First capture goes to water, right? And then Chronicles goes
Yes.
to Earth.
Earth.
And then Earth also gets
Yep.
extra RCF, I think you said? RCF?
Yeah. And wind gets 2 sanctuary because Earth doesn't get that, and not wind. I mean of water. They get 2 sanctuary, and they also get, I think, 6 Crusader camps that Earth cannot get
Yeah,
to make
so
up for the coin.
Yeah, so this is good. So it seems like we've also managed to calm down Jiba in here. I hope he's a little bit more calm because he was going gung ho on us on the video last time. So I hope us being able to live stream in here was able to answer some of your questions and hear the voices of these players. And what am I gonna say in here? I think it's just, I think you just need to assess your situation as well, Jiba, like, or Luffy. You need to assess your situation, man. Do you really want to be in this type of position in life? It's like, I wouldn't want to be you know, in a competition with somebody, you know, when you're dating somebody. So I'm sure if this was real life, like actual real life, you would have probably reacted a lot different, you know, because to me it's, I don't know. Anyway, let's see.
I just kind of add one thing to everybody that guys, you know, in this game, people are right and people are wrong. But if you're in a kingdom that's lying to you guys as a leadership that they are correct and everyone is wrong, please, you know, take a step back, think from a different perspective. Why the people that are on the other side that are fighting us, why they think that they're correct for 1 second, and then think about it. You know, people can always make mistake, and I'm pretty sure your leaders from 2381, you know, they will probably never admit what they did, but deep down they know about this, and it's just that the more they dig in the hole, the deeper they go. So, you know, just be open minded. You know, there's many kingdoms in this game. Just, you know, just don't believe what everybody says. Find the answer yourself. You know.
Yeah. Another thing that I want to say, um, I was reading somebody's chat. Somebody popped out, and I lost my train of thoughts in here. God dang it. Never mind. I lost my train of thought. Somebody popped out, but oh, there we go. A lot of people believe. Quickly, just I'm gonna put a reference to what you said. A lot of people are sheeps, pretty much. They just follow. They don't try to investigate. They when somebody says this, and then they just all like, oh, you know, I'm joining the bandwagon right away. So basically, you know, look at it in a bird's eye view perspective is, you know, what we can really give you a good recommendation in here. So let's see. What else? What else you guys want to add into this one?
I think, you know, I think we have spoken a lot about this KvK. I think someone was asking if the new commander is good with Xeno, right? Cargo.
Is he out yet?
I
I
mean,
don't think he's out yet.
It's not out yet, but I can tell you the new commander that are coming out for infantry, they're all
Pretty good.
normal attack based, and the game is going in a different direction now. They're focusing the commanders with more normal attack and less skill damage reduction. So I don't think it can work with Xeno, but I think it can work with Heracles for sure, because it gives the all stats to the troop type.
Yeah, I haven't looked at it yet. I've been busy. I haven't looked into the ROK leaks and stuff. Somebody says here, just want to say, don't have relationship in game. That, you know, that is also kind of true, because I've seen like my old leader in 1382. They were dating, and then they ended up breaking up, and the whole freaking kingdom just collapsed. So that's what happens as well. But I'm still looking for my. Yeah, it happened. I'm still looking for my in-game sugar mama. So if there is an in-game sugar mama, you got my DM. I'm here. Like, you know, I'm open. My Discord's open too. Waiting for Peach to be my sugar mama in the game. Peach, you still here? Just kidding.
I think, you know, John R said something really, really true. Real talk.
John R.
You want to read that?
Go find Mimi. No, I'm just kidding. I'm trying to find real love. Where is real love? All right, but anyway, let's see. Okay, real talk. The problem is 90% of the players have blind loyalty to their kingdom. Exactly. So somebody from 2381 messaged me. I'm not gonna reveal his name. We had a long ass conversation, and then he saw the video and he was grilling me. He's saying, oh, you're biased, you're just one side. And I try to explain to him, every single little breakdown detail. And then at the end, I told him, you know, you have this loyalty that is too blindsided. And he ended up like agreeing, yeah, I'm too loyal to this kingdom, and I can't see the reality also. So he did agree with me. And says here, 90% of players have blind loyalty to their kingdom, and no experience in other kingdom, so they become completely cocked for leadership. Yeah, this is pretty much a sheep, you know, it's a sheep thing. I mean, not just that, even what, like, you know, I want to say, even for like content creators. Like even like if I say something, some people will believe it right away. But you need to investigate. Even just not in game, in real life as well. Like if this translates into our like living situation in real life, cannot just be blind loyalty to certain things. You need to be able to investigate. We all have brains, to be utilized. And somebody says in here, Bugs Bunny never had a relationship with anyone before Peach. I don't think he's trolling him. Is Bugs Bunny your player?
Yeah, he's from our kingdom.
Is your kingdom? I think he's trolling. He's gotta be. He's a Looney Tunes.
I know some people also before, like they get married and they meet in the game also.
Oh yes, there is.
Yeah, so they actually also like not in Rise of Kingdom, but another game I was played, and they in the end they get married after they meet in the game.
There are who dates in the game. There are who connect and meet up. And I heard the whales get a lot of messages too. I've heard this too, that whales get a lot of messages from certain people. But also I've heard there's bad men also that are sending their ding dong dings to women unwanted. I've heard this too. I've told some of the women come out, and we gotta expose them, not the picture but the people, the names. So what's up, Ploto? Yeah, they be sending their ding dongs in the game chat, but the game is not being able to filter it. So I've had a instance with that in our 228 back then. This whale guy started sending his mushroom to the wife of the leader at that time. This was King Poppy's wife, and then we ended up coming to Facebook and try to expose the guy. But there's a lot of mushrooms flying around. That is so weird. People don't realize, as men, if you're here that are doing this, you got to imagine every picture you send goes to Lilith's server. At some point, the Lilith staff can see those mushrooms that you guys send. So just be aware that whenever you guys are sending stuff in game, it can be seen by Lilith staff also. Like they might be just like looking at. They probably have a staff there just looking at. Oh wow, this is mushroom over here. You're just probably looking at that like that.
That's why I use hi. This is my Discord. Please send me there.
So send it to Solomon on Discord. It's not even encrypted. You want to go WhatsApp. It's end-to-end encryption. So you go to Discord. It's open source. So you guys got to be careful. So please do not send unsolicited pictures as well. All right, don't send unsolicited pictures. That's women don't want that. So I know a lot because I'm friends with some of the women. Like I hear the stories. I hear the stories in here, and I've offered them to come out, and I've offered them to let's make a whole video about it. But we haven't made a video yet. But I'm down to expose anybody who is doing these things as well.
Yep. And also, you need to talk about when you are like a man and you are a king or whale, a lot of girls gonna go and offer something for you.
Yes,
okay?
Dude. Okay, not just that. There's a female leadership, but I was 2,500, and she was getting pictures from both men. Actually, she was getting pictures from women too. Like, imagine that, the women's getting pictures from women, and they were like trying to get into the kingdom. Have you heard of that story? Or you only know about men?
Yeah, this happened to me. Like, I'm actually talk about me, like when I was in leadership, like since king, like for 2 years until now, more than 2 years I was king. So a lot offer me something, So
people offer you a lot of things. They send it to you. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, feedback, some nude, So yeah, for something like.
Is that why people want to be king? Code, is that why you are king? I'm just kidding.
Oh my god. Hey Shinji, on your server it says you're king, man. You're also king.
Well, I get nothing out of being a king over my server, my Discord server.
Bro, to be honest, like streamer get more than king, so you
Oh,
Oh
know this,
yeah,
yeah?
yeah.
I get nothing. I get zero, man. Nothing. It's
Yeah.
egg. It's egg. People are afraid of me. People are afraid of me. Yeah, Peachy says you should see my DMs. Yeah, we promoted Peachy. You know, I was still waiting for my commission for that. You know. So now we revealed why people want to be king. Okay, next season I will be king. Just kidding. Oh my god. Wow, unbelievable. But yeah, I didn't know that much, but I knew that there are, like, you know, like I said, I had this friend, she's a girl, and she was getting DM from girls also, and she shared pictures to me as well, which was kind of interesting. But yeah. Bugs Bunny says that is why Code give me the king, but now sent me anything. Stop lying, Shin. You have a lot of DMs, dude. My DM is not crazy. I would love it to be a bit more crazy. My DM is too normal. Like, they ask about game. They ask like, "Hi, where's your destination?" Oh, that's me. Oh, that's somebody else.
Without emoji, so they says without emoji. You know, emoji is always like show like some love, you know.
No, I got nothing, man. So they got this guy. I think he messaged me, "Yo." You know, my conversations are normal, you know. So this guy says from Doc Holiday, our guy, "Hey Shinchi, I love your YouTube. Watch all the time. I need your help understanding migration. If I'm planning to, you know, it's pretty normal. My chat is normal. I can literally go through my chat. You will not see any, you know, any R18 in my chat, you know. So yeah, no, my DM is clean as a whistle. You know. So no, whatever you guys think is not true. So it's Peach. Maybe I should log into Peach's account and maybe we can do a content on that one and just show what we see.
Yeah.
I love Peach. She's awesome. We were enemies before and we've become friends. So whatever you're going through, all these drama, like, you know, most people probably think like, oh, Shinchi doesn't have all experience. I've experienced all these dramas already. That's why I can like read what's happening and I can understand what's going on, because I personally have went through all that drama. Like for like Peach was like, there were a lot of people were like all against me. Even then, you know, just by making YouTube videos, there's always people like, you know, if they don't really know who you are, also they're just trying to attack you. It's easy approach. Sad life for Shinchi. Yeah, sad life, huh? All right, so anything else that we need to cover here, guys? Any question further for Solomon and for Code in here? We'll give you guys you know, last questions in here to see. Derek says people be jealous nowadays. Jealous of what? Boogie says I search for good girls to play Rise of Kingdoms.
Yeah, he's still searching until now.
Okay, so if you guys, if there's any women out there, you guys can go find Aang, the Avatar, Boogie 2061. So, you know, he's got a straight arrow there on his head. But you know, at the end of the day, I think for me, I don't know how you guys played the game. For me, it's all about like making friends, connection, you know, and you know, hopefully maybe sometimes you get to meet them in person. Like I've met people in real life. Most people don't know this. Actually, my post got on Facebook group I just looked at it yesterday. It has 1,000 likes already, which is insane. I've met people in real life, you know, in the Philippines. We did a meetup. I've met people that are my teammates in here. I haven't met my enemies yet, but you know, maybe one day, well, I'll have an opportunity to meet one of my haters, and maybe I can make them love me, from haters to lovers. So we will see. Question here is plans for your kingdom going forward.
So what's gonna happen next? What she asked?
Yeah. What's going to happen next? Are you
Actually, now
giving the king to Bugs Bunny?
Yeah, for sure. He deserves this, you know. So he gets some love from you know.
Yeah, he needs some girls, so he'll get the king, and probably he can find somebody like
He's just
get
make him
perspective.
the recruitment officer. That's it. But you don't need the king. You're the gatekeeper. I'm just go ahead. Tell us your path for future.
So for 2061, I mean, we will always be a low ACID kingdom. We will not be two alliance kingdom and make things complicated because there is always problems and it's hard to have two alliance kingdom because sometimes the other alliance leadership can be tired or it doesn't work, right? So we
Hmm.
always plan to be one alliance kingdom, and we will be like full members. Right now, we have I think 135 members. Like yeah, during KvK, we had to some of the deadweights that were asked to leave, they left in the middle of KvK. So once KvK is over, we have I think 25 spots that we're gonna fill up with new migrants.
Okay.
Already, we have 7 to 8 people confirmed that wants to come here. We're looking for people that has at least 4 billion kill points with 20 plus million deads at least on their accounts.
Mm-hmm.
The main reason we look for higher requirement is because our kingdom, I think it's safe to say that we have more than 60% players that are spenders.
60%.
So yeah, more than 60%. Yep.
A lot.
So there is a lot of gold chests, even off season and during events. There are days where it's even, I don't want to make it like it's because of gold chest people should come here. It's not because of that. We are really competitive. We don't do recovery KvK. Those things don't exist here.
Mm-hmm.
Um, After this KvK, we will probably have two or three skips, two skips, and maybe on the third we enter the KvK, or maybe we take one skip. But
Okay.
yeah, we recover really fast, and yeah, that's our plan going forward. That we will still stay the same seed, lower A, and see what's next for us, who we fight again, and try some other KvKs other than Heroic Anthem.
Got it. So if you guys are interested, Kingdom 2061, you guys can reach out to them. They should also be in my Discord server. You guys can reach out to them there. But just go into their kingdom and then try to apply. I'm sure they'll have a nice migration in here, and we will see if what happens into your next KvK, if there's gonna be drama or not. But Peach is now out in your area, so maybe there's no more drama. It seems like the drama followed Peach. So, because every
Yeah, I
KvK
think this
Peach,
too, you know.
every KvK Peach was in lately has been having drama. She's not in 2804 now. She has now migrated to. Where did you go, Peach? I know you sent me a message in here. Peach is now. Oh man, where did she go?
I think you're gonna need to watch this KvK. She gonna go in this kingdom.
Yeah, we're
Maybe
gonna
this-
now keep
Some
an eye
drama
of
gonna yeah.
3202. There's a new kingdom for her.
52.
Yeah.
This is so new kingdom.
Yeah, she really ran away from everybody in here. All right. I think we've got everything done. I haven't slept yet since 1 a.m., so I do hope that you guys appreciate this freaking stream. I may have made it. I survived alive and awake. I think we did a very good stream here. So, thank you for those who took in membership. I appreciate it. Helping the channel, means a lot. And for those who have donated, maybe I've not mentioned every single one, means a lot as well. Our channel is growing. Even though we get paid for the game, it's not really enough. We do have to pay taxes and stuff too. So appreciate the support and love in here. To you guys, to both of you guys, I really appreciate that. You guys took the time to reach out to the channel and able to set aside of time to come into live stream and answer questions from the players that you guys are against with. And I think we've been very cordial throughout this stream. So yeah, I just want to say appreciate you guys both for being here.
Oh yeah, I
thank
mean
you.
it's been a pleasure. Like I think
Yep.
you have been really really kind that you are the person who saw what was happening and you brought this up. I know a lot of people are speculating that we spoke with you in advance to make all this happen, but
Mm-mm.
it's nothing like that. I think you can also mention that again and at the
Yeah.
end of the video. Um, you did the rightful thing, and I really appreciate what you did, seeing it through and what really happened. Because if just because somebody has a bigger kingdom, Imperium Kingdom, doesn't mean they can just walk over us. So I really appreciate that again for covering this video.
Solomon, you were about to say something.
Yeah, I always also say like thank you so much about you helping us about this, and you like honest man and just do like what you feel is right, like you just talk about it without anyone like tell you like do this or something. So you see that's happened and you just talk about it. So that's so kind from you really.
Yeah, to reiterate, yeah, no, you guys did not reach. They did not reach out to me. I saw it purely on Facebook. I've been a lot more active on my Facebook page now, Shinchi42 Facebook page. I've been uploading my videos there. We're gonna upload this whole segment as well on Facebook. I've been a lot more active there. We have about 5,000 followers, so I've been, looking into, Rise of Kingdoms group, and I've been posting a lot of memes there. So when I come across this, I was like, oh, this is an interesting story. I read it. And, when I made the video, that's the only time Code ever reached out to me after I made the video. And moving forward into this, I've mentioned some of my comments that I will be looking into dramas on Facebook. I will be looking into it because we see a lot. I'm going to be this thing called in the Philippines called Marites. That is going to be me. Because I think there's a lot of contents in there. So I'm going to be the Marites, Shin Marites. I'm taking that name now. I'm going to be Marites. I don't know if you guys don't know what that means. You guys have to look it up because I don't think you Solomon and Code don't know what this means. You just have to look at Marites at some point and Google that. It is what I call professional journalism, but it's not. All right, so we got Ploto says here. Each okay, never mind. It wasn't too relevant to the conversations in here. All right. Trying to read some of the comments in here. Okay, I don't think anybody's having any serious questions in here. Facebook is fun. I think it's good. So I think people like if you're having Kingdoms issue, couldn't get a hold of like content creators and stuff, just voice it out on Facebook. Just the Facebook is an open, free platform for people to voice out. And at the end of the day, it's a video game. At the end of the day, everything that happens stays within the game still, even if there's, some personals that are going on, because, I'm going to tell you what, 3 to 4 years, 2 to 5 years from now, everything that you're going through, it doesn't even freaking matter. Because like I said, like me with Peach, we were enemies when I first started this account, and, there's no bad blood. At the end of the day, you come back and just talk and, we cool. So yeah. I think that's it, guys. You guys good?
Yeah, I mean, thank you once again for doing this. It really means a lot, and I hope everyone watching the stream today will, watch Shinchi more. He needs a lot of love. He's doing the right thing, and I think him doing this kind of content will surely, help him also get traction. He's an honest person, so I think he deserves a lot.
Yeah, we just try to be who we are. I mean, like Peachy, no. See, the thing is, just get to know me. Stop judging me without getting to know me. The people who actually talk to me have a better understanding what type of person I am. But yeah, thank you guys. Appreciate it. We'll remain in contact. Keep me updated. Maybe in the future Kingdom something happens. We can definitely collaborate again and do this. And thank you to the kingdoms in here, the players in this kingdom, in this KvK. Good luck to you guys, whether you succeed or not. Good luck. All right, thank you guys for being here. Anyway.
Yep. Thank
you, Solomon as well. Appreciate it. How do you say thank you in Arabic? Is it marhaba? No.
Shukran.
Marhaba is good morning, right?
Marhaba is like hello.
Hello. All right.
Yep.
All right. Yeah. Awesome. Cool. All right. Thank you guys. I'm gonna end the stream and then we'll see you again next time. All right.